Hi there, welcome to my screencast. Today I'm going to be taking us through how to use automation on the online DAW Soundtrap. Just like the DAWs that you would download normally, Logic, Ableton, Pro Tools, it's very similar in that you can create music using loops, automation, an online keyboard, plugging in a MIDI. It offers all the same features just like that, except it's on the internet, so it's accessible to almost anybody. You don't need to download anything. So let's get started. I'm going to click right here on this Browse Loops icon, just so that we can get something going for us to play with the automation on. So I'm going to grab this. This Lucid Piano Chords 02, just to use as an example. It's got a nice progression going for us here. All right, I'm gonna pause that. So the most important thing to look at over here is under this Show Instrument column, we see what we have, the Lucid Piano Chords 02. There's a record button, the volume controls if you wanna mute it, and this little icon right here that looks like a Z almost is the automation button. So it allows you to create automation effects on the loop. So first let's start with pan. So obviously pan is bouncing the sound between the left and the right speakers, headphones, whatever it is that you're listening on. So we can change that. So let's see. Let's listen to this loop one more time. We're hearing it very central, so it's in both ears. Cool. What if we decide at 4 seconds that this is where we want the sound to go towards the right, and then increase again, but go to the left, and then come right back to the center? So we would create one of these little nodes here. I'm going to create another one right next to it too. And since we wanted to start at the 4 second mark, we need one right near it. And we can drag that to wherever we want. And why don't we drag that up? And let's just listen to what that sounds like. That brings all that sound to the right. And now it's on the right side. So let's say right here we want to create that panning motion to the left. We would create these two nodes again and drag that down below the center line, because below the center line would be the left side. So let's listen to what that sounds like from the right. It's over here now. And now it's on the left. And again, to bring that back up to the center, we just want to drag this little node up to the center line about there. Perfect. So let's listen to what this panning automation sounds like. To the right, to the left, and back to the center. Awesome. So that's how we use automation to pan in a song. So let's get rid of that right now. Yes. Cool. So now what if we want to create a sweeping motion? Similar to pan, but they offer some cool effects right here. I'm going to go with the muffled effect. And it sounds as if you were at a concert, but you are outside the building. So if we just put a little note on here, again, let's use our 4 second mark. We put that on there, and then we make our second node right next to it. And we want to drag that down just a little bit. Anywhere you drag these nodes, it's going to create the muffled sound. And then I'm going to create another one right next to it, just to make a little V, to make the sweep come in and right back up. So let's hear what that sounds like if we do that. So you heard that little wow wow sound. So yeah, it's really cool. So let's try and make a bigger view to see what it really sounds like if it's muffled for a while. Let's see what that sounds like. So you hear how that comes back in. And it does get kind of quiet if you leave it there for a while. I think personally, this would be a really cool effect at the beginning of a song. So let's hear what that sounds like if it's like the intro. So if we drag a note right from the bottom of the beginning here, it could be a cool intro into the song. See, it's kind of like a nice sweep in. That's why it's called sweep. Awesome. And then there's one more automation that is very important that we're going to learn today, and that is how to control volume. So let's hear this. It's kind of just a nice level to start. And there's our 4-second mark. Let's say we want it to get quiet as we approach the 4-second mark. What we want to do is create a node earlier before it. So at the 3-second mark, we want it to decrease in volume up to the 4-second mark. So we have a node on the 4-second mark and a node on the 3rd, and we want to take the node that is on the 4th, and we want to drag that down. And then we want to create another one right next to it so that we can increase back for the 5-second mark. And it's going to get quiet at the 4th and back to normal on the 5th. And then let's say we want to do the opposite at the 6-second mark. We drag that volume up. So we increase from the 4-second to back to normal at 5 to loud at the 6-second. And then at the 7th, we go right back down to normal. Let's see. And you can hear what the volume's doing there. It's going quieter and louder, and it's very, very easy. It's just all to do with moving these little nodes around in this section of Soundtrap. And it's so easy. The website makes it very accessible and self-explanatory overall. And it's all over here in these automation drop-down charts. Easy for you. So I recommend you go into Soundtrap, into the studio, and you browse a bunch of loops that you like, choose them. You can create as many, you can layer, and then add some automation on top, and it'll really add some depth and good effects to your songs. Thanks for listening. I hope this helped you understand how to use automation on Soundtrap as best as possible. Bye.